The Masked Maidens. To mask is to reveal. Welcome to the Masked Maidens database. The information within the database is restricted from public view and may only be accessed by Volto mask wearers and above. Please input your mask info to proceed. Name: Evangeline Holmes. Mask type: Columbina. Excess effect level: 55%. Date of wearing: 29/12/20. Welcome, madam. May your truth be unmasked. To mask is to reveal. The purpose: corruption. Weeds breaking and cracking through what was meant to be a safe place. Corruption hides behind clean, smiling masks. To be reading this, dear wearer, reveals to us that you have either been a victim of that corruption or you desire to shut it down yourself. And that is what we plan to do. Like the weeds, we can and will plant ourselves wherever we require. And with the curse that is our masks, our newfound powers and visions, we will bring down corruption for good, maybe within others too. Should you require to contact your sector leader or the madam herself, please refer to the next tab. May your truth be unmasked. Mask sectors: Sector 1, OM. Subsector Columbina. Leader: Madam Evangeline Holmes. Leader of the most powerful subsector in the entire group itself. She is to be treated with the utmost respect. She oversees the management of all subsectors, as well as holding the final decision on every and all matters. Her sector specializes in the supervision of levels all maidens have been in, the only exception being level 906. Advice and questions about the state of the backrooms outside of our stations and beyond are to go to her. Subsector Bayuta. Leader: Raphael Lawson. He and his subsector specialize in interrogation, also considered the brute force of the sectors. They are the first line of defense and usually the ones hunting down the subjects they are interrogating. Most questions on the information of certain subjects are to go directly to him. Subsector Pantalone. Leader: Amanda Wright. Her sector specializes in the organizing of information from subsectors Bauta, Volto, and Kitsune, as well as the creation of theories in regards to wall masks themselves. Because of the effects Pantalone masks have on them, in-person communication is highly avoided unless necessary. Sector BM. Subsector Volto. Leader: Jacqueline Guzman. Subsector Volto specializes in deterring wanderers and unwanted groups from obtaining information about the group. Their primary way of doing this is by going out to areas where wanderers are plentiful and spreading rumors about the group, as well as current events, to confuse others and keep them from learning the truth. At the same time, they obtain information from wanderers as well. However, this is more so a rare occurrence than most. Subsector Kitsune. Leader: Kokona Sajobe. Her subsector also works on gathering information through a more specific process. Using the information on wanderers gathered by maidens in subsector Pantalone, they disguise themselves as a loved one of a wanderer and gain information from there. On more desperate notes, they will also use their disguises to take things from said wanderer, although we try not to have this happen. Subsector Arlecchino. Leader: Landon Chester. Their subsector acts as the distractions unit, and so tends to accompany other subsectors on missions to lure unnecessary wanderers from driving anyone away from the task at hand. Their current leader, Landon Chester, is currently missing from all maiden stations. As a result, the subsector is currently being handled by their sister, Phoebe Chester. Sector NM. Subsector Buskin. Leader: Ferrari Sobel. Ferrari subsector is considered the second line of defense, as well as the hunters of wanderers who simply know too much. They spend much of their time outside of maiden stations, scoping out for any person unmasked with the knowledge they should not have without the leader's permission. As ironic as it is, they are the group usually paired with a pantalone mask wearer. Subsector Oni. Although this is indeed a separate sector for Oni mask wearers, only two people have worn the mask. Ethan Nelson, and Adrian Ortega. This is due to the fact that most of the Oni mask wearers were subjected to the experiment and, as a result, were nearly wiped out during a deadly portion of it. Adrian has taken the responsibility of watching over the sock sector with his sister, Katrina Ortega. Ethan Nelson, also known by outside parties as the gardener, considers himself to be the judge and executioner of ill intentioned wanderers. Because of his story, power, and creation of the clumps, it is important to respect this man and his wishes. No one but Madame Evangeline, subsector Pantalone leader, Amanda Wright, and subsector Arlecchino, acting leader Phoebe Chester, is to engage in private conversation with him. Subsector Sock. Leaders: Bayuta mask wearer Katrina Ortega and Oni mask wearer Adrian Ortega. Because of their inability to stay aware enough due to their violence and delirium, the twins Katrina and Adrian Ortega have taken the responsibility of watching over Subsector Sock. They are considered the final line of offense. However, because of a lack of need for such offense, few are only brought on missions for important occasions, while most wearers are going through testing phases in the hopes of getting them to be aware of their actions. Objectives. Current objective: ex-rescue trainee Adeline McCaffrey has taken the mask. Currently, we have a team down in Station 3 that retrieved her and took her to Madame Blanche's library. Due to a surprise attack made by the Weeds, Madame Evangeline will be making a personal visit there to brief Madame Blanche and the others. Primary objective: find the source of corruption within the Meg's many groups. Leading suspect group: Division Trial Testers. Only then will we receive justice for the pain they've caused. Secondary objective: find a way to reduce the long-term effects of excess effect levels. We need to stay as aware as possible. To feel air upon our face again depends on us staying as mentally healthy as possible, as impossible as it may be.